We now move on to sum number 13 of exercise 13A of section formula from Concise. We have this question that is, a diagram is given to you, a figure given to you is this way, that is, they are given that this is origin, this is your x-axis and this is the y-axis. So here they are given as a point which is P, which is P5 comma minus 4. So this being the y-axis, you know this point is A, this point is given as B. Accordingly, I know that this point will be x comma 0 and this point will be 0 comma y, because this point is on the x-axis. Any point which is on the x-axis will have the y coordinate as 0. That's why we take that A as x comma 0. Any point which is on the y-axis will have the x coordinate as 0. Accordingly, the point will be 0 comma y. This is a very, very important thing to remember, that any point on the x-axis means y value 0, y coordinate 0. And any point on the y-axis means x coordinate 0. So accordingly, we need to have this thing. Another thing what they are given is the ratio, that is, divides the ratio, that AB is being divided in the ratio 2:5. Remember, it's given AB divided, so it's given that point B divides the line AB as shown in the figure in the ratio 2:5. So AB is divided, not BA. We cannot take 2:5. We have to take 2:5. It is 2:5. Why? Because AB being divided, not BA. If it would be given that BA divided, then this will be 2 and this will be 5. So it has to be very, very cautious while seeing this thing. So here it is 5 over here and 2 over here, because AB is divided into ratio 2:5. So we need to find out the value of the coordinates A and B. So let's see, the first thing we have is A is x comma 0, B is 0 comma y, P is 5 comma minus 4, and M is to N is equals to 2:5. So taking the value x is equals to mx2 plus nx1 upon m plus n, y is equals to my2 plus ny1 upon m plus n. Now I request everybody to write the formula each and every time when you solve this question, so that it gets by heart to you. You don't need to take extra pain to learn the formula. Let the formula be learned by you as and when you are doing the sum itself. Okay, so that's why we write the formula in each and every place. Moreover, there is also marks for writing the correct formula. So even if your answers are wrong, but if you have written the formula correctly, you get 1 mark for the formula as per the boards. 1 for the formula and the substitution. So here we have over here x. Now what is the value of x over here? It's 5. M is 2. x2 is 0. Plus 5x upon 2 plus 5. So this is 5 is equals to 0 plus 5x upon 7. So 35 is equals to 5x, x is equals to 7. Therefore A is nothing but 7 comma 0. We see the next part. Y value is minus 4 is equals to M is 2, y2 is y plus 5 into y1 is 0 upon 2 plus 5. So minus 4 is equals to 2y plus 0 upon 7. So minus 28 is equals to 2y. So y is equals to minus 14. Okay. So that gives me the value of B as 0 comma minus 14. Understood? This is B, 0 comma minus 14. So you've got two values over here. A is 7 comma 0 and B is 0 comma minus 14. Okay, so now we move on to sum number 15. Sum number 15. Show that the line joining the points minus 5, 8 and 10 comma minus 4 is trisected by the coordinate axis. Okay, so you got over here A as minus 5, 8 and B as 10 comma minus 4. Now, we need to understand this question. Show that the line segment joining the points minus 5, 8 and 10 comma minus 4 is trisected by the coordinate axis. What is the coordinate axis? X-axis and y-axis are called as the coordinate axis. Trisected means what? The x-axis and the y-axis are dividing the line AB in the ratio 1:1:1. Okay, it is like this. So if I draw a figure, it will be like this, that we got minus 5, 8. So minus 5, 8 will be over here. Minus 5, 8 will be somewhere here. Okay, sorry. Minus 5, 8 will be somewhere here. And 10 comma minus 4 will be somewhere here. 10 comma minus 4 will be here. So when I draw a line like this, it is seen that this is A, this is B. So this will be P, this will be Q. And they are given that this part is equals to this part is equals to this part. That means they are given that AP is equals to PQ is equals to QB. That is the meaning of trisection. So what is point P? Point P over here, because it is on the y-axis, what will happen? It will be 0 comma y, and this Q will be equal to x comma 0. We need to prove it is trisection. So what do we need that? We need to prove that AP, so first thing will be AP is to PB should be equal to 1:2. And second is AQ is to QB is equals to 2:1. If this is there, then this will be true. Understood? This is what we need to prove. If we prove that this is to this, means P is dividing AB in the ratio 1:2 and Q is dividing the AB in the ratio 2:1, then whatever we are saying that this equal to this equal to this is going to be true. So that is what we need to find out, that whether it is trisecting or not. So first thing is we talk about the first part. So first part we see point P. So we need the point P ka x value is 0. So we need x is equals to mx2 plus nx1 upon m plus n. So we know this is 0. M we don't know. We need to find out. This is to be proved. So m ka value m. X2 over here is this value. This value in here is 10 comma minus 4. And a is minus 5 comma 8. So this will be 10 plus n into minus 5 upon m plus n. So this gives me 0 is equals to 10m minus 5n. So that is 5n is equals to 10m. So 5 upon 10 is equals to m upon n. So m is to, so that's 1:2. So m is to n is equals to 1:2. That is what we wanted. So that's the first part. Let's see the second part. So y, you know this particular value. Yeah, so now y is equals to my2 plus ny1 upon m plus n. Here what is the value of y? The value of y is 0. We know that it's 0 over here. So that's why 0 is equals to m. Now that is y2. So here we are taking this and then this and then. So this is this into minus 4 plus n into 8 upon m plus n. So 0 is equals to minus 4m plus 8n. So 4m is equals to 8n. M upon n is equals to 8 upon 2, 4. That's 2:1. So m is to n is equals to 2:1. So that's hence proved. Understood? So for trisection, we need to understand first the concept. That's why better to draw a figure like this so that you are able to focus properly on the sum and able to understand the sum properly without making a mistakes. You are doing this thing. So this is how is the sum number 15. So we have the sum number 15 as the proof sum. So Next is sum number 17. Sum number 17 is, if A is equals to minus 4, 3 and B is equals to 8, minus 6, find the length AB and in what ratio is the line AB divided by x-axis. So first of all, is length AB is nothing but the distance formula what we learned in the 9th standard. So we'll use the 9th standard formula. AB is equals to square root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. So that will be square root of 8 minus of minus 4 the whole square plus minus 6 minus 3 the whole square. So that's going to be as 12 square plus 9 square, that is 144 plus 81, so that will be root of 225. So AB is equals to 15 units. We do need to know over here, now they are divided, it is divided by the x-axis. So we know that P is on the x-axis means y value 0, so it will be x comma 0. You just need to find out the ratio, so you know that y is equals to m y2 plus n y1 upon m plus n. So 0 is equals to m y2. y2 is minus 6 plus n into y1 is 3 upon m plus n. So that gives you 0 is equals to minus 6m plus 3n. So 6m is equals to 3n. So m upon n is equals to 3 upon 6. That's 1:2. That is sum number 17. So you can see the sum number 17. The answer to this thing is, yeah, you got 15 units and 1:2 as the answer. So we move on to sum number 19. Yeah, sum number 19. A, B and C, A is 2, 5, B is minus 1, 2 and C is 5, 8 are the coordinates of the vertices of a triangle ABC. P and Q lies on AB and AC respectively, such that AP is to PB is 1 is to AQ is to QC is 1:2. Okay. Calculate the coordinates of PQ. Show that PQ is equals to 1/3 BC. So let's see the 19th sum. You are given a triangle. The triangle is A is 2, 5, B is minus 1, 2 and C is 5, 8. You have point P is on AB, P is on AB and Q is on AC, right? Such that AP is to PB is 1:2 and AQ is to QC is also 1:2, right? You need to find out the coordinates of P and Q. Very easy. So let's see. P, x, y. The first part is x is equals to m x2 plus n x1 upon m plus n. So that will be m is 1. So 1 into minus 1 plus 2 into 2 plus 1 plus 2 is equals to minus 1 plus 4 upon 3. That's 3 upon 3 is equals to 1. y is equals to my2 plus ny1 upon m plus n. That will be m is 1 and y value is 2 plus n into 5 upon m plus n, that is 1 plus 2. That is equal to 2 plus, this is 2, so 2 plus 10 upon 3, that's 12 upon 3 is equal to 4. So therefore P is 1 comma 4. We now move on to the second part of the thing, that is finding the value of Q. So we have over here Q is x comma y, again the same way, x is equals to, so your x over here is 1 into 5, 1 into 5 plus 2 into 2 upon 1 plus 2, and is equals to 5 plus 4 upon 3, that's 9 upon 3, x is equals to 3. Y is 1 into 8 plus 2 into 5 upon 1 plus 2 is 8 plus 10 upon 3 is equals to 18 upon 3, y is equals to 6. So Q is equals to 3 comma 6. So that we got the first thing as P ka value 1 upon 4, Q ka value 1 is to 4, sorry 1 comma 4 and Q is 3 comma 6. Now we see that PQ is equals to 1/3 BC. So we need to find out PQ also and BC also. So PQ will be equal to what? Square root of, that will be 1 minus 3 the whole square plus 6 minus 4 the whole square. That's going to be minus 2 the whole square, so 4, and this is 2 the whole square, again 4. So that's going to be is equals to root of 8. Now BC is going to be root of minus 1 minus 5 the whole square plus 2 minus 8 the whole square. That's going to be root of minus 6 the whole square is 36 and minus 6 the whole square is 36. That's going to be equal to root 72. That is nothing but 72. So it's 9 into 8. So root of 9 into 8 is equal to 3 into root 8. So you can see over here that PQ is equals to 1/3 BC, because 1/3 of BC is nothing but root 8. Root 8, root 8. So PQ is equals to 1/3 BC. Got it? What is 1/3 BC? 1/3 BC is equals to 1 upon 3 into 3 root 8. So that will be root 8, this will be root 8. So that's how I am getting the value as PQ is equals to 1/3 root 8. Okay. So that was sum number 19. We now move on to sum number 21. Sum number 21. The line segment joining A 2, 3 and B 6, minus 5 is intercepted by x-axis at point K. Write down the coordinates of K. Hence find the ratio in which K divides AB. Also find the coordinates of K. Okay, so yeah, again the same thing. Very easy. We have got A as 2, 3. We got B as 6, minus 5. And then there is a K. Now K, it is given that K intercept by x-axis at K. So K is on the x-axis, means y coordinate 0. So it will be x, 0. Okay. So now the ratio. So we have y is equals to my2 plus ny1 upon m plus n. So 0 is equals to m into 6 plus n into 3 upon m plus n. So 0 is equals to 6m plus 3. Sorry. This is 5 minus 5. So that is, sorry, one sec. We are talking about y. So 0 is equals to m into minus 5 plus n into 3 upon n plus n. So 0 is equals to minus 5m plus 3n. So 5m is equals to 3n. So m upon n is equals to 3 upon 5. So m is to n is 3 is to 5. Now we need to find out the value of k. So x is equals to m x1 x2 plus n x1 upon m plus n. We have over here 3 into x2 is 6 plus 5 into x1 is 2. 3 plus 5 is over here. So it is 18 plus 10 upon 8 is 28 upon 8. So that's 14 upon 4 and 2 7. So that is 7 upon 2 is value of x. Therefore k is equals to 7 upon 2 comma 0. Okay, and this was the earlier part. M upon n is equals to m is to n is equals to 3 is to 5. So this was sum number 21, that is ratio is 3 is to 5 and k is 7 upon 2 or 3.5 comma 0. Okay, you can also write this as 3 1 upon 2 comma 0. We move on to sum number 23. The line joining P minus 4 5 and Q 3 comma 2 intersects the y-axis at R. So we have over here PM and QN are perpendiculars to, from P and Q on, find the ratio PR QR. Okay, let's draw this thing so that it's easier to understand. You got P over here as P minus 4 5, Q which is 3 comma 2. Okay, this is the line, and which is divided by the y-axis at R, which will be equal to 0 comma y. We are going to drop a perpendicular here and perpendicular here, where this will be PM which is perpendicular here and QN which is perpendicular here. So we know that this particular point is minus 4, this is 0 and this will be 3, right? So when they ask me for the area of the quadrilateral, it's going to be a trapezium. So area is very easy. This distance over here is nothing but the y coordinate. So this is 5. This is the y coordinate, which is equals to 2. This distance is the height, which is 4 over here and 3 over here. So that's total 4 plus 3. That's 7. Okay, 4 and 3. So is equals to 7. So area will be very easy to find out. We'll take it up later on when you are writing the answer. Or you can write down the answer right away. Chalo. Third part is area PMNQ. So that is half into sum of parallel sides into height. So sum of parallel sides are nothing but 5 plus 2 into height is 7. So that's half into 7 into 7. That is 49 upon 2. That is equals to 24.5 square units. That was the easy part. So I just completed that thing. And now we move on to the ratio and the coordinates of R. So first of all, the ratio. So what we have over here is R is equals to 0 comma y. So x is equals to 0 we know. So m x2 plus n x1 upon m plus n. So 0 is equals to m into m into 3 plus n into minus 4 upon m plus n. So that gives me 0 is equals to 3m minus 4n. 4n is equals to 3m m 4 upon 3 is equals to m upon n. Therefore m is to n is equals to 4 is to 3. That's the first answer. This was the third answer. Now the second answer. Value of R, that is y over here, y is equals to, so that's going to be 4 into y is 2 plus 3 into y1 is 5 upon m plus n is 4 plus 3. That will be 8 plus 15 upon 7. So this will be 8 plus 15 upon 7. That will be 23 upon 7. Therefore, second answer over here will be R will be equal to, we can say 0, 23 upon 7. That was sum number 23. Okay. So that was sum number 23. Now we move on to the last sum of the exercise, that is sum number 25. So that's sum number 25 to complete the exercise. Let's see the last sum. What we have is, given a line AB joining the points A minus 4, 6 and B 8, minus 3. Find the ratio of AB which divides the line on y-axis. Okay, it's the same thing again. So here, first thing, 25th, we got A as minus 4, 6, B as 8, minus 3, P on y-axis, therefore P will be equal to 0, y. Okay, so now we have to find out first the ratio, then the coordinates of P, and then the distance. So first one is x equals to m x2 plus n x1 upon n plus n. So 0 is equals to m x2 is 8 plus n minus 4 upon m plus n. So 0 is equals to 8m plus minus 4n. So 4n is equals to 8m. 4 upon 8 is equals to m upon n. So that's 1:2. So m is to n is equals to 1:2. Okay. Now we place the value this in for the next part. So y is equals to my2 plus ny1 upon m plus n. So y is equals to 1 into 3 plus, the next will be 2 is to minus plus into 6 upon 1 plus 2. So that's going to be 3 plus 12 upon 3 is 15 upon 3. So y is equals to 5. So P is 0, 5. That's the second part. First part, second part, third part, you need to find out the distance AB. So AB is equals to square root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. That's going to be the root of 8 minus 4 the whole square plus 3 minus 6 the whole square. That's going to be root of 12 square plus 3 square is equals to root of 144 plus 9. That's root of 153. That's the answer. Root 153. We can keep it as it is, that AB is equals to root 153 units. Okay, so that was sum number 25. That is 1 minute. Minus 4, 6 and 8,3. So ratio, I made some mistake. Let me check it out. 1:2 is right. 0,3. Why 0,3? 0,3. Okay, I see that there's a mistake over here. The question says it's minus 3. So it's minus 3 over here. So this is minus 3. So this is minus 3. So this is 9. So therefore this is 3. So this is 3 out here. Okay. So that's the difference over here. Similarly over here it's minus 3. So here it will be minus 9. So it is 81, so that is 225, therefore is equals to 15 units. Okay. So error in writing the question itself, so be careful. So this was the answer. The first answer for ratio will be 1:2. Second thing, the coordinates are 0, 3, and finally the length AB is 15 units. So that was the end of section formula. In the next video, we'll take the midpoint formula.